Welcome back. Yes, before we get started, I would like to remind everyone that I take requests for tutorials, so if you need help with anything, let me know in the comments below. So, in this tutorial, we will be going over a few things. First, how to install and run a vanilla Minecraft server. Second thing is how to install and run a craftbukkit/spiget Minecraft server. And the third thing is how to get craftbukkit to show a terminal when it's launched. And then the fourth thing is how to install plugins on a server, on a craftbukkit or a spiget server. So, alright, so we're going to start off with the vanilla Minecraft server, how to install that and get that running. So what you're going to want to do is first go to this page. Now everything that I include, every online page that I include, I'll leave a link in the description, so just don't worry about that. So I'll leave a link in the description to this place. So you come here, you're going to download this. Alright, so save it and go to in here, and then you're going to move it to wherever you want the server running. Now, this to get this running so other people can join it, you're going to have to do like port forwarding and stuff along that lines. I'm not going to show you how to do that here. You're going to have to go and look that up and how to do that yourself somewhere else. Not too sure on how to do that, but I'm just going to show you how to get this setup installed, and then you can do the port forwarding on your own. Now this requires a lot of memory and a lot of CPU usage, so I would recommend maybe running this on an actual server or its own machine, so it can get the most out of your computer. Now, what you're going to do is once you have this installed and where you want it running, so you're going to double click on it and just launch it. Take a few minutes here. It's going to launch and create these folders. And then it's going to not launch because it's going to want you to agree to the EULA. So you're going to go open with, you're going to right click on the EULA.txt, go open with, and then WordPad's fine. So this should pop up. You're just going to delete this and type true, and then make sure you put file, and then save, and then launch again. Now this time it should work. It should create a lot more folders here. Alright, there it goes. Now, it's loading the world, loading all the files, so give it a minute here. So as you can see, it's preparing spawn area. Once that hits 100, it'll say it's pretty much ready to go. So there. Done. Now, in here is a console, so you can type a few commands. So you can type help, and this will do all the commands. So in the console, you don't need to type slash. Another command is if you want to troll some people on your thing, say hello, and the server will display hello. Now, so this server is running. So to connect to it, you're going to want to launch Minecraft. Now this is a server only for Java Edition Minecraft users. So I want to launch Minecraft here. Alrighty. So in here it says can't keep up, the server's overloaded. So that'll pop up if the server might be running slow or there's a lot of stuff happening on the computer. My computer, I'm doing a lot of stuff with it, so I don't expect to be able to run a Minecraft server and all the stuff I'm doing, but I'm just doing it for testing purposes. So if you want to connect to it and it's on your network, so you'll just do direct connect, or you can do add server, but I'm just going to do direct connect for right now. So what you're going to do is type in local host and hit join server. And then there I am. I'm joining right now. Here I am. Alright. So, that's pretty much all there is to doing the all there is to the vanilla Minecraft server. I mean, I can go over a few files in here. So you're going to op yourself. So you do op and then your name. So mine's penguin1212. So there you go. I must misspelled it there. So I'm op now. And then you want to stop the server, so you just type stop and hit enter. It'll shut down the server. There you go. So this is the world file. Basically the same as any single player world. So if you have a world that you want to play with your friends on, but you're playing on a single player, just delete this and then drop the world into here. And it might be named something else, and you can change the world name to what you have. So, all right, here, level name. So this is the world name. So say if your world folder was named that, for instance, you just change it to that, or you don't have to change that at all and just keep the world folder named world. So just rename the world folder. I forgot to mention that to edit most of these, you're gonna need a Notepad or Notepad++. I would recommend Notepad++ for this stuff, because when we start getting into the plugin stuff, it's really not going to be organized really well with Notepad. So you're going to have to use Notepad++ to understand everything. So I'll leave a link in the description to Notepad++ as well. Whitelist is just blocking users from joining your thing unless they're on the whitelist. Ops is just people that are opt. Banned IP, banned players, server properties, user cache. All this logs is just stuff. It logs the console and the commands and what's happening in the console, so you can review it later. That's pretty much it when it comes to vanilla server, Minecraft server. So we're gonna move on to craftbukkit now. So we're gonna just delete all this stuff. We don't need it. So we're gonna reopen this, and we're gonna go over to get bukkit. I'll leave a link in the description to this place as well. So you can do spiget or bukkit. I'm more familiar with bukkit than spiget, but I have used spiget. I think it's fairly similar. So, but I'm just gonna go with bukkit. So I'm gonna hit that, and this is the most recent. We're gonna download this, save, go. So we're going to take it, and we're going to put it in our MC server here, and then we're going to launch it. Now, craftbukkit isn't going to launch any console or any of that GUI or anything for right now. I will show you here in a minute how to get it to do that. So this is going to be the same thing. So you want to go to open with Notepad, make this true. Make sure to save it. Alrighty, and then we're going to relaunch it. Now this is kind of tricky. So this should download and, or not download, create all the files you want, and it'll do one more and a few others for the world. But one more folder, bukkit, or plugins. This is where you'll put your plugin jars. We'll show you that in a minute. So right now, the only way you can know that this is running is if you go into Task Manager here, and you see it right here, Java TM Platform MC Binary. Now, if you launch Minecraft, we're launching Minecraft here. The Minecraft looks exactly similar. So it's kind of hard to tell the difference between the server and the Minecraft client. Now, right now, to do anything on this server, you need to become op, and there's no way to do that unless you've got a console. Or you add yourself to the op list inside of the right here. But that has that's really weird, and it's changed since the last time I've had a Minecraft server and all that. So I'm just going to show you how to get this to launch with a console. So right now it's running, so we'll just do localhost will work. So you hit join, it's doing its thing. Here we are. Right now it'll be vanilla. It's basically just vanilla. Everything's the same, so we will disconnect, and the only way to shut it down right now is if you right click on it and you hit end task. So now the server is shut off. So to get this to run with a console, so you want to do is right click inside of it, go to new, and then do text document. Now open this text document, and you're going to want to type in here is java dash or slash jar space craftbukkit .jar, enter in all caps, pause, and then that is it. Right? So you're gonna hit file, and this I'll leave this so you can just copy and paste it inside of the description. I will also if you're running this on a Mac or something else, I'll leave a link in the description where I found this. And it has directions for Mac and stuff. This is for Windows. So from here, you're going to want to hit File, Save As, and then inside of this folder, where you have everything, you're going to want to rename it to something. Doesn't really matter what you name it to. I'm just going to name it Start. But dot instead of text, bat, right? Make sure this is all files. And then hit save. Now, this will not work. You'll hit it, it'll just do this. Right? What you're going to want to do is rename the .jar file, the craftbukkit we just did. Just rename it to craftbukkit. Right? Then start it. Give it a minute, it's loading. There it is. It's got to load all the areas for all these worlds. And there we go. And we're good. And in here, same as the vanilla Minecraft, you can do commands, right? You can tell it, you can help. These are all the commands you can do. Now we're getting to the plugins. So we have this running with a console and all that. So to get this to do plugins, we're going to stop it. Well, let me show you. I can join this. So direct connect, join server. Should pop up. Yep. There I am. And then I can speak. It'll show up down there. And if I do say hello, server, hello. There you go. So now I'm going to disconnect, close, minimize that. I'm going to stop the server. Ready? Press any key to continue. That'll close that. So now to start your server, all you do is hit start.bat. And that will start your server with a console. and you'll be able to see everything. It's very nice and handy. Now we will go over how to do plugins. So come over to here. I'll leave a link in the description to this. So this is plugins for Bukkit. I'll leave in the description for this link, as I said before. And you'll see this by default. All these. Some of these, though, are not for CraftBukkit 1 version 1.13 dot whatever it is. So Essentials, it's very outdated. Last time it was updated was 2015 with the beta for version 2.14, I guess. So that might work. You can try older versions. I don't know if they'll work. Sometimes they worked before whenever I was playing with them, but I would recommend only downloading the most current versions of them. So game version, I would just put it to 1.13. And I mean, there's a fairly good amount. So I'll just show you how to download and put them in there. I'll just show you how to download two. So we're going to do World Edit and Essentials X. So click on World Edit. And then you come up to File. I'm going to do a beta because it's pretty much the most recent. And I'm going to hit the Download File button here. Save it. Show me that. And you're going to Control X that. Go over to here. Go to where your Minecraft folder is. Minecraft server folder is. And in here, the plugins folder. This is where this comes in. I'm going to paste this into here. Right, and then go back, and then we will start the server. So you can see here, it says info, world, edit, loading. Can't really do it, it's pulling me down there. And it didn't come up with a fail. So it did load world edit, enabled world edit using blah blah blah, default configure writing config.yml. So there we go. Now we'll come in back into Minecraft here, direct connect, join world, load in, and now we should be able to use world edit. So we will do / wand. This is just, oh yeah, I'm not an op. So we're gonna have to op penguin 1212. We will do / wand. And it will give us this. It's wand. And this is a world edit thing. So I'll just show you how it works. You just select an area, 2 corners of a box, and you do / set 5. Right? This will set block. I would recommend you always have world edit on your servers. It's very versatile. I mean, you can do more than just set a large area of this. You can count, you can do all that sorts of stuff. You can replace blocks. It's really good to have for quick building. So that's just a test with that. So we know that it works. So we're going to disconnect. Minimize that. Stop the server. Alrighty. Press any key to connect. Continue. And we're going to go back to this bucket. We're going to go back to the main page here. And I'm going to download Essentials X now. Now with Essentials X, we will go back to files like we did before. We will download the most recent version. Save. Show. In here. We will go Control X. Go to our C server here. Go into plugins and then Control V. That will load into there. And we will launch CraftBukkit again here. So double click on that. This will load. Alright, world edit and Essentials is loading. Come down here. World edit enabled. Yep, we're good on that. And now essentials starting. Date the boarding. Alrighty. So it didn't update itself, but it did start. So now what we'll do is we'll direct connect. Be in here. So you now see right here where it says I have no new mail. That's an essentials thing. So we'll do /help. And you'll see basically just all the essentials plugin, all the things. So help to all these commands. Essentials really does add a lot of new commands. As you can see, there's 15 pages. One of them it does add is the /fly command. Very helpful. Now we can fly. Show you a few other things. Set 6. Ooh. Alrighty. So yeah, World Edit can really lag the server, so you got to be careful with it. So only give it to people you trust. But that was basically it. I showed you how to do a vanilla Minecraft server, how to download and run a craftbukkit/spiget Minecraft server. I also showed you how to get craftbukkit to run with a console, as you can see here. And then I showed you how to install plugins. And then inside the plugins, you can go in and each one of these folders, so that's an essentials folder and this is World Edit. They will generate these as you start it. So we will stop the server here. And in here, you can edit these based on what you want. So they're all just different settings. They're just basically settings for each plugin. And such that you can do some research on these. Go to the page and maybe they'll have a little what is this. Essentials is really in depth. There's a lot of stuff you can edit. Config is basically the main one. There's just a lot of this stuff. I mean, this is pretty friggin' long. And it should explain, for the most part, what each thing does. There's a lot of editing that can go into this. Make your server very cool. Just these two, and maybe a few others, can really change your server up a lot. But that's about it. I appreciate you guys watching. I will leave timestamps for each bullet point, so how to install vanilla Minecraft, craftbukkit, and then the craftbukkit terminal, and how to install plugins. I will leave timestamps either in the description or the comments of where you would do all of those. So guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.